Ben was a poor single father who lived in a small old house at the edge of the city. The house was not beautiful, but it was full of love. He lived there with his little son Leo. Every morning Ben woke up early to make food for Leo, help him get ready for school, and then go to work. Life was hard, but Ben never complained because his son was his whole world. 2 years ago, Ben's wife Mira passed away. She had been kind, warm, and gentle. After she was gone, Ben felt empty, but he stayed strong for Leo. He kept her photo on a small table near his bed. Every night before sleeping, Ben would look at the photo and promise that he would take good care of their son. Ben worked as a delivery man. He drove an old bike and carried heavy boxes all day. Sometimes people were rude, sometimes they were kind. But Ben always did his job with honesty. He knew that every delivery helped him buy food, pay rent, and keep Leo in school. One day, Ben got a very special delivery. It was a large package that had to be taken to a big mansion on a hill. Everyone in the city knew about that place. It belonged to a rich billionaire named Ron. People said Ron was powerful and lived a life full of luxury. Ben had never been near such a place before. When he reached the tall gate, he felt small. The gate was wide and shiny. A guard opened it and let Ben inside. Ben slowly rode his bike into the big yard. The grass was green and clean, and there were tall trees all around. Ben parked his bike and picked up the package. His hands were tired, but he walked toward the huge door. A worker opened it and took him inside. The floor was smooth and the walls were bright. Everything looked expensive. Ben felt nervous because he was not used to such places. As Ben walked inside, his eyes moved around the big room. There were many paintings and photos on the walls. Some showed nature, some showed people. Ben was just about to give the package to the worker when something made him stop. One photo caught his eye. It was a large photo of a woman with a soft smile. Ben felt his heart beat fast. The woman in the photo was Mira, his wife. Ben could not move. His body felt cold. He slowly walked closer to the wall. He looked at the photo again and again. It was really her. The same eyes, the same smile, the same face he saw every day in his home. Ben whispered her name in his heart. He could not understand why his wife's photo was here in this rich man's mansion. Mira had lived a simple life. She had never told Ben about knowing rich people. This made no sense. The worker noticed Ben staring. He asked if something was wrong. Ben pointed to the photo with shaking hands. He told the worker that the woman in the picture was his wife. The worker looked surprised and nervous. He said he did not know much about the photo. He told Ben that the owner of the house was the only one who could explain it. Ben felt confused and worried. His heart was full of questions. How did Ron know Mira? Why was her photo here? What was being hidden from him? The worker told Ben to wait in the large sitting room. Ben sat down on a soft chair, but he did not feel comfortable. His mind kept thinking about Mira. He remembered how she used to smile while cooking and how she played with Leo. After some time, a tall man walked into the room. He was Ron, the billionaire. He looked calm but serious. When his eyes saw Ben, he walked closer. Ben stood up. He did not know how to speak to such a rich man. But he knew he had to ask about Mira. Ben told Ron that he was the husband of the woman in the photo. He asked why her picture was in the mansion. Ron looked at Ben for a long moment. Then he looked at the photo on the wall. His face changed. It showed sadness and respect. Ron said that Mira was not just any woman. She had been someone very important in his life. Ben felt shocked. Mira had never told him anything about this. Ron said that Mira had once worked with him many years ago. She was smart and kind. She helped him during a very difficult time when his business was not doing well. Ben could not believe what he was hearing. His wife had always lived a simple life with him. She never talked about working with rich people or big companies. Ron said that Mira had left without taking anything. She did not want money or fame. She wanted a quiet life. Ben felt his heart become heavy. He started to realize that Mira had a past he never knew about. Ron told Ben that he had been trying to find Mira for a long time. He wanted to thank her for what she had done for him. But when he finally found her name, he learned that she had passed away. Ben felt tears in his eyes. He wished Mira was there to explain everything. Ron looked at Ben with a gentle face. He said that Mira was a very special woman. The photo was kept in the mansion to honor her. Ben left the mansion with his heart full of questions and emotions. His world had changed. The woman he loved was not only his wife, but someone who had touched the life of a powerful man. And this was only the beginning of the truth that was about to come. Ben left the mansion with a heavy heart. The sky was turning dark, and the wind was cool. His mind was full of thoughts about Mira. He rode his old bike slowly, thinking about every word Ron had said. He never knew his wife had such a past. He felt proud of her, but also sad that she never shared it with him. When Ben reached home, Leo ran to him and hugged him. Ben smiled and held his son tightly. He did not tell Leo about the mansion or the photo. Leo was too young to understand. Ben made dinner and sat with Leo at the small table. They talked about school and simple things. But Ben's mind was still at the mansion. That night, Ben could not sleep. He kept looking at Myra's photo beside his bed. He softly spoke her name and asked why she never told him about her life before him. He did not feel angry. He only felt confused and curious. The next day, Ben went back to work. He tried to focus on his deliveries, but his mind kept going back to Ron and the photo. He wondered what else Mira had done in her past. He also wondered why Ron looked so sad when he spoke about her. In the afternoon, Ben got a call from a number he did not know. He answered it, and a calm voice said it was from Ron's office. They asked Ben to come back to the mansion. Ron wanted to talk to him again. Ben felt nervous but also curious. After work, he went back to the big house on the hill. This time, the guards knew him and let him in. A worker led him into a quiet room with a large window. Soon, Ron came in. Ron asked Ben to sit down. He looked serious but kind. He said he wanted to tell Ben more about Mira because Ben deserved to know the truth. Ron began to speak about the past. Many years ago, his company was close to falling. He had lost hope and did not know how to save it. That was when Mira came to work for him. She was young but very smart. She gave him ideas that helped his business grow again. Ben listened closely. He felt amazed. Mira had always been humble and quiet. He never thought she had such a strong mind. Ron said Mira worked day and night to help him. She did not care about money. She only cared about doing the right thing. When the company became strong again, Ron wanted to give her a big reward. But she refused. She told him she wanted a simple life. She did not want fame or wealth. She wanted to be happy with someone she loved. Ben felt his heart warm when he heard that. He knew she was talking about him. Ron said that after Mira left, he tried to find her to thank her. But she had changed her life and her name in public records. She wanted to stay away from that world. Ron told Ben that he kept her photo because she was the person who saved his future. He wanted to remember her kindness and strength. Ben felt tears in his eyes again. He realized how special Mira was. Ron then told Ben something surprising. He had been helping Ben and Leo without them knowing. He had seen that Mira had married Ben and had a child. He made sure that Ben got good delivery routes and extra work when needed. Ben was shocked. He remembered times when he had just enough money to get through hard weeks. Now he understood why. Ron said he did this to respect Myra's wish. She wanted her family to live without worry. Ben thanked Ron with a shaking voice. He felt grateful and emotional. Ron then said he wanted to do more. He offered Ben a job at his company. It was not because of Mira only, but because Ben was honest and hardworking. Ben felt nervous. He had never worked in a big company. But he wanted to give Leo a better future. Ron told him to think about it and come back with his answer. Ben left the mansion again, but this time his heart was full of hope. He walked through the big gate with a new feeling inside him. When he reached home, Leo was waiting for him. Ben hugged him and smiled. He did not tell Leo everything yet, but he felt that their life was about to change. Ben looked at Myra's photo and softly thanked her. Even after she was gone, she was still guiding them. And deep inside, Ben knew that this story was far from over. Ben spent the whole night thinking about Ron's offer. The room was quiet, and Leo was sleeping peacefully. Ben sat near the window and looked at the dark sky. He held Myra's photo in his hand. He felt that her spirit was still close to him, guiding him in every hard moment. In the morning, Ben made breakfast for Leo and walked him to school. On the way, he kept thinking about the job at Ron's company. He knew that this could change their lives. But he was also scared of stepping into a world he did not understand. After dropping Leo at school, Ben went to a small park and sat on a bench. He remembered how Mira used to sit with him in that park. She always talked about living a simple and honest life. Ben smiled when he remembered her soft voice. Later that day, Ben decided to go back to the mansion. He wanted to accept Ron's offer. He felt that this was not only for him, but also for Leo and for Myra's dream of a safe future for her family. When Ben arrived, Ron welcomed him warmly. Ben told him that he was ready to take the job. Ron nodded with a gentle smile. He said that Ben would start working in a simple office role. It would help him learn about the company slowly. Ben felt relieved. He was glad he would not be thrown into something too big at once. The next week, Ben started his new job. The building was large and clean. People were busy working, but they were polite to him. Ben worked hard and tried to learn everything. He was not very fast at first, but he was honest and careful. Every evening, Ben went home tired but happy. He felt proud that he was building a better future for Leo. One day, Ron invited Ben to his office. Ron told him that he wanted to show him something. They walked to a quiet room inside the mansion. Inside, there were many files and old papers. Ron picked up a folder and gave it to Ben. It had Myra's name on it. Ben opened it slowly. Inside were papers about her work with Ron. It showed how she had helped him save the company. Ben felt amazed and proud. Ron told Ben that Mira had also helped many workers. She believed everyone deserved respect and fairness. Many people had better lives because of her. Ben felt tears in his eyes. He realized how much Mira had done for others. Ron then said that Mira had left him one last message. He had kept it safe for many years. He took out a small letter and handed it to Ben. Ben read the letter carefully. In it, Mira said that if Ron ever found her family, he should make sure they were protected and cared for. She trusted Ben to be a good father and husband. Ben held the letter close to his heart. He felt her love through every word. After that day, Ben worked even harder. He wanted to honor Myra's memory by being the best father and worker he could be. Leo noticed that his father was happier. Their home felt warmer. Ben could buy better food and books for Leo. Life was slowly becoming easier. One evening, Ben took Leo to the park. They played and laughed. Ben felt thankful for every small moment. Ben knew that there were still many secrets about Mira that he had not learned. But he also knew that her love was always with him. And as Ben looked at his smiling son, he felt ready to face whatever the future would bring. Ben's life was changing in ways he never imagined. Every day at Ron's company, he learned something new. He worked in a small office where he helped sort papers, answer simple calls, and keep records in order. It was not an easy job, but Ben enjoyed it. He felt proud to wear clean clothes and walk into a bright building each morning. The workers slowly began to respect him. They saw that Ben was kind and honest. He never lied and never tried to take advantage of anyone. This made people trust him. At home, Leo was happier too. Ben was now able to buy him better school supplies and healthy food. Leo began to smile more and talk about his dreams. He wanted to become a teacher one day. Ben felt warm when he heard that. One afternoon, Ron invited Ben to his office again. Ron looked calm but thoughtful. He told Ben that he wanted him to know something important about Mira. Ron said that Mira had not only helped his company. She had also helped many poor families through small projects. She believed that even one kind act could change a life. Ben listened closely. He felt even more proud of his wife. Ron then showed Ben a list of people who had been helped by Mira in the past. Many of them were now living better lives. Ben could not believe how far her kindness had reached. Ron told Ben that he wanted to continue Myra's work. He asked Ben if he would help him lead a small charity project in her name. Ben was surprised. He never thought he could be part of something so big. But he felt that Mira would want him to do this. Ben agreed with a strong heart. He wanted to help others just like Mira did. Soon, Ben began working on the charity project. He helped organize small events where food and books were given to families in need. He met many people who were struggling just like he once was. Each time Ben saw a family smile, he felt Myra's spirit close to him. Leo also joined sometimes. He helped give out books to other children. He felt proud to help. One day, a woman came to the charity event and thanked Ben. She said that Mira had once helped her find a job many years ago. Ben was shocked and happy at the same time. Ben realized that Myra's kindness had created a long chain of good. As time passed, Ben grew more confident. He spoke better and understood how to help people. Ron trusted him more and more. Ben no longer felt like a poor man from a small house. He felt like a man with a purpose. One evening, Ben and Leo sat together and talked about Mira. Ben told Leo about how kind and brave his mother was. Leo listened with wide eyes. Leo said he wanted to be kind like his mother. Ben smiled and hugged him. Ben knew that even though Mira was gone, her love and strength were still alive in their hearts. And as Ben looked at the future, he felt hope and peace like never before. Ben's life was changing in ways he never imagined. Every day at Ron's company, he learned something new. He worked in a small office where he helped sort papers, answer simple calls, and keep records in order. It was not an easy job, but Ben enjoyed it. He felt proud to wear clean clothes and walk into a bright building each morning. The workers slowly began to respect him. They saw that Ben was kind and honest. He never lied and never tried to take advantage of anyone. This made people trust him. At home, Leo was happier too. Ben was now able to buy him better school supplies and healthy food. Leo began to smile more and talk about his dreams. He wanted to become a teacher one day. Ben felt warm when he heard that. One afternoon, Ron invited Ben to his office again. Ron looked calm but thoughtful. He told Ben that he wanted him to know something important about Mira. Ron said that Mira had not only helped his company. She had also helped many poor families through small projects. She believed that even one kind act could change a life. Ben listened closely. He felt even more proud of his wife. Ron then showed Ben a list of people who had been helped by Mira in the past. Many of them were now living better lives. Ben could not believe how far her kindness had reached. Ron told Ben that he wanted to continue Myra's work. He asked Ben if he would help him lead a small charity project in her name. Ben was surprised. He never thought he could be part of something so big. But he felt that Mira would want him to do this. Ben agreed with a strong heart. He wanted to help others just like Mira did. Soon, Ben began working on the charity project. He helped organize small events where food and books were given to families in need. He met many people who were struggling just like he once was. Each time Ben saw a family smile, he felt Myra's spirit close to him. Leo also joined sometimes. He helped give out books to other children. He felt proud to help. One day, a woman came to the charity event and thanked Ben. She said that Mira had once helped her find a job many years ago. Ben was shocked and happy at the same time. Ben realized that Myra's kindness had created a long chain of good. As time passed, Ben grew more confident. He spoke better and understood how to help people. Ron trusted him more and more. Ben no longer felt like a poor man from a small house. He felt like a man with a purpose. One evening, Ben and Leo sat together and talked about Mira. Ben told Leo about how kind and brave his mother was. Leo listened with wide eyes. Leo said he wanted to be kind like his mother. Ben smiled and hugged him. Ben knew that even though Mira was gone, her love and strength were still alive in their hearts. And as Ben looked at the future, he felt hope and peace like never before. Time passed, and Ben's life became better with each new day. He was no longer afraid of tomorrow. His work at Ron's company and the charity project in Myra's name gave him confidence and purpose. Every morning he woke up with a clear goal to help others and give Leo a happy life. Ben and Leo moved into a small but comfortable home closer to the city. It was not a mansion, but it was warm and safe. Leo had his own room with a desk and books. Ben felt proud when he saw his son studying with a bright smile. At Ron's company, Ben had grown into a trusted worker. People came to him for advice and help. They saw that he was honest and fair. Ron often said that Mira would be proud of him. The charity project also grew. More families received food, clothes, and school items. Ben visited different areas to understand what people needed. He listened to their stories and tried to help them in small but meaningful ways. One day, Ben and Leo went to a large charity event held in Myra's name. Many people came to thank Ben. Some of them shared how Mira had once helped them during hard times. Each story made Ben feel closer to his wife. Leo stood beside Ben and held his hand. He felt proud of his mother even though he remembered her only a little. Ron gave a short speech at the event. He spoke about Myra's kindness and her strong heart. He said that even though she was gone, her light was still shining through Ben and Leo. Ben felt emotional but also strong. He realized that his life was now part of something bigger. Later that evening, Ben and Leo went home. They sat together and talked about their future. Leo said he wanted to help people when he grew up. Ben smiled and told him that his mother would be very proud. Ben looked at Myra's photo on the wall. He thanked her for everything she had done. He promised to live a life of honesty and kindness just like her. As the days turned into months, Ben continued to work hard and help others. His story was no longer about loss. It was about hope, love, and new beginnings. The poor single dad had become a man who could change lives. And through it all, Myra's love was always there, guiding him forward.